a sudden change and end of this temporary policy. Visitors in Canada can no longer apply for work permits within Canada. Let's uncover the details in this video and see what's going on. Hi, my name is Shivani and I'm a licensed immigration consultant based in Waterloo, Ontario, and I'm also the founder of Zeste Immigration Services Inc. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, then please do subscribe right now and also hit the bell icon so that you get notified every single time I post a new video. This channel is all about immigration updates, new programs, eligibility criteria, news, and related stuff. So if you are interested in this topic, then please do consider subscribing. A sudden end to visitors' ability to apply for work permits from within Canada. Since August 2020, a temporary public policy allowed visitors in Canada to apply for work permits from within the country, a measure introduced in response to the COVID-19 pandemic. However, IRCC has unexpectedly revoked this policy with limited notice, despite having previously indicated that it would remain in effect until February 2025. This abrupt change means that visitors currently in Canada who were planning to apply for work permits must quickly explore alternative options. Let's look at key takeaways. Effective immediately. Visitors in Canada are no longer permitted to apply for work permit from within Canada. Need for alternative routes. Visitors must now find other ways to legally work in Canada while maintaining their status. IRCC's commitment. The sudden implementation of this policy change underscores IRCC's dedication to regulating the number of temporary residents in Canada. What does it mean for visitors in Canada seeking work permits? Well, this policy allowed eligible foreign nationals with valid temporary resident status to apply for work permit from within Canada, provided they had a job offer. Eligible foreign nationals to bypass certain conditions that typically disqualified them from obtaining a work permit, and eligible former temporary foreign workers to continue working while their work permit application was under review. This policy, originally set to expire on February 28, 2025, has been terminated early as part of IRCC's broader efforts to manage the number of temporary residents in Canada and uphold the integrity of the immigration system. As of August 28, 2024, visitors in Canada are no longer allowed to apply for a work permit from within the country. However, applications submitted before this date will still be processed under the previous public policy guidelines. Now let's see what are the options available for visitors to apply for work permit while in Canada. Although visitors can no longer apply for a work permit from within Canada, there are still several options available. Outside Canada application. Visitors can apply for a work permit while residing in Canada, but they must submit their application through an outside Canada process. Port of entry application. Some visitors may be eligible to apply for a work permit at a Canadian port of entry, though this is limited to those who do not require a temporary resident visa to enter Canada. But please note that certain work permit programs, such as International Experience Canada and the post-graduation work permit, cannot be applied for at port of entry. Now let's look at inside Canada versus outside Canada applications. What's the difference? While inside Canada work permit applications are still available for specific groups, this option is no longer accessible to visitors. Those who can still benefit from inside Canada processing include individuals with a valid study or work permit, or those eligible to restore their work permit, excluding applicants under the International Experience Canada program. Individuals with a spouse, common law partner, or parent holding a valid study or work permit. In Canada, students eligible for a post-graduation work permit with a valid study permit. Individuals and their spouses, common law partners, or parents with a temporary resident permit valid for 6 months or more. Residents in Canada awaiting a decision on a family sponsorship permanent residence application or a temporary resident permit holder class application. Individuals who have made or will make a refugee protection claim, or who are recognized as convention refugees or protected persons by IRB, so Immigration and Refugee Board of Canada. Individuals permitted to work in Canada without a work permit. And workers holding a work permit issued under the Canada-United States-Mexico Agreement, so CUSMA. Inside Canada applications allow applicants to stay in the country under maintained status until a decision is made on their work permit application. In contrast, an outside Canada work permit application must be submitted to an office outside of Canada, typically in the applicant's country of citizenship. These applications often involve additional requirements and can be more challenging to navigate, particularly due to potential misunderstandings of provincial or territorial labor needs by processing agents. Importantly, outside Canada applications do not extend the applicant's stay in Canada, potentially necessitating additional applications to maintain legal status during processing. If an interview is required, applicants may need to travel to the processing office, risking the possibility of being unable to return to Canada. Next steps for affected visitors in Canada. Visitors who intended or wanted to apply for a work permit under the now revoked policy and are now uncertain about their options should consider consulting with a regulated Canadian immigration consultant for guidance. So feel free to contact us at www.zestcanada.ca or simply go to the description box of this video and you'll find the links to book a consultation with me. You can choose an in-person consultation, you can choose a virtual consultation. We also offer urgent appointments if you are in urgent need, and also we offer case assessments in which you receive response via email. So please feel free to contact us by any means and I'll be more than happy to assist you. So this is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please stay tuned and I'll see you guys in the next video.